Hey everybody, we're back for the directions for part 2 and week 2 beginning June 1st and going through June 5th, and that will be to revise your essay. So I'm back here in the Persuasive Synthesis Essay folder, and now your part 2 folder will be published. So we can go ahead and click into that. So the first thing will be the directions page, which of course you're looking at, which is great. Look at that, that's out of order. So the directions will appear first. And then we will go into the ready set. So for ready set, we're going to be reviewing your rough draft and also determining how we're going to revise and edit. So this video is a review of the difference between revising and editing because they are very different things. So go ahead and watch that quick video. Now, this piece talks about what we would do for revisions, and it tells you to take a moment to look at your feedback. You will have more feedback in your rough draft than simply me clicking on which area of the rubric is appropriate for your essay. So even if you see a 4 or a 3, there's going to be feedback in the comment section for how to improve those sections. Okay, so make sure you take a moment to review that feedback. You will have to click back into your rough draft assignment and actually open the assignment. So you have to click on that blue link that says assignment submitted. Then you will see the comments. You will also be able to click on the little box next to the score to open up the rubric and see where you scored in each area. There's also a little more information down here about things you should think about when revising. So once you take a look at that and you've taken a look at your feedback, you will be ready to write your final draft. Now, there are some very important things you need to pay attention to in the final draft assignment. Remember, you need to have a full essay, an intro, 3 body paragraphs that contain multiple pieces of evidence to support the body paragraph point. You need a counterclaim and a refute, and you need a conclusion. That is a full draft. So if you were missing part of that in your rough draft, now's the time to make sure that goes back in. You're going to determine based on a handout that we have for you on this tic-tac-toe board what 3 areas you'd like to focus on for revision. So after reading the feedback that I provided you on your rough draft, you'll click on this link and you'll get a tic-tac-toe board. It's going to ask you to make a copy. Make sure you make the copy. Okay. Be sure to replace copy of in the file name with your last name. What you'll see is a 9-square board. You're going to choose 3 of them that you would like to focus on in terms of revising your final draft. So you're going to highlight them 3 different colors. So you're going to pick 3, and then you're going to highlight each one of them in a different color. Those highlighting colors will become important later in your final draft. So please pay attention to these items here because this is what can make or break you in this assignment if you are not following the directions. All right, so the tic-tac-toe board has links to multiple resources and videos inside of it. All you have to do on the tic-tac-toe board is highlight the 3 areas you're going to look at in your paper. Make sure you highlight them different colors. You also need to review the feedback that I provided you in your rough draft. Again, you have to open the actual assignment, click on the blue link in the upper right-hand corner that says assignment submitted, and then you'll see the commentary. To see the rubric, you'll need to check on that little box right next to the number score. Remember, I have to be able to see your revisions. If I can't see any differences in your paper that you've made, or you turn in the exact same draft, I'm not going to give you credit for it. You will not get credit for your final draft unless you have actually and truly made revisions and edit. So to ensure that you are thinking about that as you're doing it, you need to highlight the changes you made according to that tic-tac-toe board in the same color. So if you add 2 sentences as part of revision in one body paragraph, you would highlight them and then make them the color associated with that revision technique in the tic-tac-toe board. Let me remind you, it's not just making one change per thing that you selected in your tic-tac-toe board. You need to make several changes from that directive in your tic-tac-toe board. Make sure you're color coding all of them. Title your final draft. Your last name _ ELP final draft. Make sure you have all portions of your essay and then submit both that and the tic-tac-toe board according to these directions.